Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. How you guys doing? I am doing fantastic. So, boys and girls, you ready for the word of the day? All right. Well, you tell me. What's the first thing we do when we're getting ready to decode a word? I'm listening. I think I heard somebody say, get your mouth ready for the first sound. All right. So I'm coming over here and I got an M. Boys and girls, what does M sound like? That's right. So then I have a U. Ooh, boys and girls, it's got 2 T's in it. It's a buddy letter. How do we mark up a buddy letter, boys and girls? Miss Payne, will you help me out? I don't have any hands. Sure I will. All right, when we have a buddy letter, we put a star there. Excellent. All right, Matthew, can you say this word now? All right, I might have to tap it out. Mutt. Miss Payne, what's a mutt? Oh, I'm glad you asked me that. Well, a mutt. Hi, boys and girls. A mutt is a dog that's a mix of different breeds. For example, you could have a dog that is got the specific breed called a poodle. There's a poodle. And then, there's my boy Max. He's a German Shepherd, right? And some of you probably are familiar with these dogs. I think they're pretty handsome. That's a pit bull. Aww, and there's a little Maltese. Isn't he cute? Well, each of these dogs have a certain type of breed, but a mutt is a combination of a bunch of different breeds. He might have lab in him. He might have some German Shepherd in him. He might have some pit bull in him. We don't know. He doesn't have a specific breed. He's a mutt. We call this a mutt. You know what, boys and girls? Sometimes the mutts, they may not be having a special breed, but they're usually the most intelligent and fun-loving dogs you can have. So that's a mutt. And you know what else? Sometimes they use the word mutt to describe a foolish person. Someone who's acting very foolish can be called a mutt too. So today is Current Events Day, and I have a special video for you guys about kids who do amazing things. Kids who do amazing things. So I'm going to share that with you for our current event today. Man, I tell you what, these kids are amazing. You're going to be shocked. Wait a second, I need to turn this around. Let me put this down a little bit. There we go. I want it to fill up the screen so you guys can see it really good. All right, get ready to be amazed by these kids.
A common viral trend is seeing people with amazing skills show off what a lifetime of training and dedication allows them to do. Most people would assume that you'd have to work well into adulthood to pull off some of these incredible antics, but those people couldn't be more wrong. There are some incredible kids out there who have incredible talents, and in many cases could even outcompete adults in their same fields. Ready to meet these extraordinary kids? Let's get it on! Rudolph Ingram. At just 7 years old, Ingram has become a social media phenomenon with his absurd speed, gaining him a couple of nicknames, mainly Blaze the Great, but some people are starting to call him by another name, the next Usain Bolt. The 7-year-old superstar is definitely well on his way to matching and probably even surpassing the Jamaican legend, with his insane record of 100 meters in 13.48 seconds. For context, that's about the length of a football field, and at an average walking speed, it would take about 75 seconds to walk that distance. Currently, Usain Bolt holds the record for the 100-meter dash at a blisteringly fast 9.58 seconds. But with plenty of time for his legs to grow a bit, it's likely that Blaze the Great is coming for that title, and fast. Maxim Reznichenko. How early can you start training a true champion? In the case of astounding young athlete Maxim Reznichenko, his parents had a feeling that he would be something special in the world of sports before he even left the womb. By the age of 18 months, when some kids haven't even started speaking yet, Maxim was conquering slopes on a set of skis, a task even adults with a lot of experience using their legs have difficulty with. Maxim's only 5 years old now, but he's accomplished more athletic feats in his short time than most people ever will. Just to name a few, he's able to drive a four-wheeler, jet ski, roller skates, snowmobiles, and even BMX bikes. As if that wouldn't be impressive even for an adult, Maxim also partakes in track and field, gymnastics, rock climbing, tumbling, swimming, and believe it or not, parkour. With a resume like that at such a young age, it's actually pretty believable when he says he wants to grow up to be a superhero. Ryusei Imai. In the world of martial arts, there aren't many names as big as Bruce Lee. The Chinese Kung Fu master is still spoken as one of the greatest to ever live, and has inspired every generation to come since him, and that very much includes Ryusei Imai. The Japanese boy began watching Lee's films at the ripe old age of 1, and quickly became obsessed with copying the flashy martial arts tricks shown off by his idol. But much like his hero, Ryusei takes his training incredibly seriously, doing 90 minutes of training when he wakes up at 6 a.m. and after he gets home from school. The internet fell in love with the 8-year-old prodigy when a video of him perfectly matching every move in a famous Bruce Lee film with eerily perfect precision was posted. Just look at those moves, every second perfectly mirrored without even having to look at the screen. If you're into martial arts, and let's face it, who isn't? Ryusei Imai is certainly a name you won't stop hearing anytime soon. AJ Stunts. How old were you when you first learned to ride a bike? 7? 10? How about less than 2? Meet AJ Stunts, the youngest BMX stunt rider in the world. You heard that right, stunt rider. As soon as AJ had figured out the basics of how to walk, he was already off on 2 wheels, arguably mastering biking before running. He was such a natural at it that he actually attracted the attention of professional stunt rider Jason Pullman, who took the little prodigy under his wing and was so blown away that it wasn't long before the two began traveling and putting on stunt shows together, when AJ was only 6 years old. It isn't every day you get to see a first grader pull off the kinds of tricks that even the bravest of adults would cower away from. So AJ's shows always attract huge crowds as he pops wheelies, jumps ramps, and pulls off whatever this insane display of balance is called. AJ has even brought others into the act with him, jumping over 15 people with ease. Those people might even be braver than him for trusting their lives to a 7-year-old on a motorcycle. Roman Marcotte. Of all the biggest team sports, hockey is probably seen as one of the roughest, with its famous all-out brawls and blisteringly cold temperatures. And while that might seem a bit too tough for most kids, Roman Marcotte is absolutely not most kids. The Alaskan-born boy started training in skates at the age of 2 before he could even talk, but that's probably due to his brain being more focused on athletic pursuits. While he may not have had a lot of experience walking yet, he took to the ice like a champ, quickly becoming more adept on skates than on his feet, and that was when his father knew that Roman would become one of the greats. Since then, the two have never taken a day off, and Roman's training videos, originally posted as just a way to show his progression, started getting some real attention. After all, people take notice when they see something amazing, and watching a kid who could easily upstage professional-level hockey players definitely fits the bill. Roman is so good that he had to be put on a local hockey team with boys much older than him, and even with that seeming disadvantage, he's constantly the MVP of every game. I kind of feel sorry for the parents of any team that's got to go against him. Jackson Goldstone.
Well, boys and girls, those were some amazing kids. I mean, some of them were as young as 5 and 6 years old doing that stuff. So if you really want to do something great, you got to get up early and work hard and practice, 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 practice. You can do anything. Well, boys and girls, I love you. I know this morning's message was a little bit long. I hope that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody wants to say goodbye. Goodbye, boys and girls. I love